Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day and you're enjoying the weekend. So it's time to sit down and react to Foodie Beauty. And yes, I'm still on the hunt for other cows. I've had some suggestions, one of them being glitter and lasers. I had a hot tip from a friend about glitter and lasers. She told me that, her content on YouTube is not the same as the things that she might post on, say, Instagram or other accounts. The other accounts are where she tends to have her meltdowns and her rages, and also she's very quick to dirty delete. So it sounds like glitter and lasers is going to be more of a headache than Foodie in that regard. But I'm glad she gave me that tip because I am interested in glitter and lasers. There's also another person I'm looking at, I'm thinking about, and I want to do my homework and my research on this person before I get started with her. But while I'm doing my homework, while I'm doing my research, there's Foodie. So, what's Foodie been up to? Well, she did a live stream last night where, let's just call things by the right names. She was having a major B moment that lasted for hours. What happened? Well, she ate an entire bowl of melted cheese. Those of you that have been around a while, those of you that were around for Crackhead Olympics, then you remember how sometimes she would put a slice of cheese on a plate, melt it in the microwave, and eat it like that. This is the more updated version of that. She had an entire bowl of melted cheese, but wait, it gets better. She also had looked like a chicken sandwich and then a huge bowl of macaroni and cheese, just cheese everywhere. She was eating everything. Also, an interesting moment that happened during the live stream, it seemed like her ex texted her, and she seemed rather giddy about that. I don't know why she would be giddy about that if he supposedly hurt her, but that happened. So, where are we today? Where we are is she did a live stream earlier today where she was just out and out begging. And I mean begging hard, very, very hard. She put up a community post saying that the fan sponsorships for meals are back up. Also, she has a second merch store. I'm not quite sure why she would need two. Why not just put everything in one? Why do two of them? Weird. Uh, she's telling people, if you want me to go out and do things, if you want me to entertain you, you have to pay me. During the live stream, she set a goal, and if she met her goal, she would get a certain meal. She didn't meet the goal. So, in essence, on the overall, Foodie is saying that if you want her to do anything, you have to pay for it. I'm actually surprised that she didn't tell people, if you want me to breathe, you got to pay for that too. Yeah. So, grifters be grifting, and she's grifting hard. And it makes me wonder, Foodie, why are you grifting so hard? I mean, you're a channel that you're over 100K. I don't know what you make every month. A lot more than me, I would say. Uh, Maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of like 4,000, 5,000 a month. I'm just doing I'm just doing a rough estimate in my head. So you make money off of YouTube, you're getting money off the Google AdSense, and you overload your lives and your videos with ads. You're getting money off the memberships. You're getting money off of the super chats and maybe the super thanks. You're getting money off of Cameo when you do your cameos. You got two merch stores, and you're doing feedy requests behind the camera. So where's the money going? You got all these different ways to make money. You should be making okay money. Why are you grifting your members and your subs so hard? And I'm over here on a tiny channel, and I don't make much on YouTube. I got a job off of YouTube and I'm doing okay. How come you're not doing okay? It just seems weird. So I want to go over the Twitter peeps, y'all, show you guys what's been going on, and then we'll get into the live stream. And here's some good news. Foodie did not show her face, and she wasn't eating. She just showed some really old pictures of her when she was out and about, when she cared to move. So it's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, it's time for the Twitter peeps, so let's get it going on that. And some more good news. The stream she did where she was grifting, it did not last that long, thank goodness. So, for those of you that are on Twitter that you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. Let's start here with Hectic Llama. Hectic Llama says Chantal said she doesn't plan to buy any of her own merch because it's too expensive. Let that sink in. So yeah, that moment happened during the live stream. Her own subs were saying, why don't you get some of your own merch and model it? Why don't you come on live stream and show it off? The person who created the merch, who set the prices of the merch, the one who has multiple streams of income is saying that her own merch is too expensive for her. And yet she expects her subs, who I'm sure do not have multiple streams of income, to buy her merch. She didn't have that moment of clarity where she said to herself, wow, I can't even afford my own merch. I can't even imagine what my subs feel, and lower the price. No, she's going to keep the prices as they are. I've never seen someone so oblivious in all my life. Enigma 2025 says, why does she always tell Salah she missed him when he's right inside in the bedroom? He was even talking. So why, if he is there, she missed him? So this is from the live stream. Let's listen to the clip.
Literally, yeah, teardrop. No Xanax in Kuwait. No! I'd need to fly. I'm going to Thailand tomorrow. Sure.
I don't know if she means that. I don't know if she was joking when she said that, if she was serious. I don't think Chantal wants to go to Thailand. Even if she had to go to Thailand, there's really no reason for her to go to Thailand. She just did a visa run. So why go there? Also, I don't think she's going to Thailand because Thailand did change things around about the dispensaries and whatnot. I don't think they're available anymore. And since the dispensaries are not going to be there, I don't think she wants to go there any longer. But she might have been doing that teasing thing of, I'm going to Thailand, y'all, and getting her subs' hopes up about, oh, we're going to go somewhere new. I don't think she's really going.
Toronto has good entertainment.
She was awfully giggly during this stream. Chantal, I'm going to ask the question. What are you taking? What medications are you abusing? You're doing something. You are doing something because you come on camera, hamburger-eyed, glassy-eyed, giggly. It's always a tell when you tell people, I'm hyper. We remember what hyper means all the way back in Crackhead Olympics. We know exactly what that means. Hyper means high. So what are you high off of? Is it over-the-counter stuff? Is it prescription stuff? Is it street stuff? Is it Captagon? Is it something else? What are you taking? You're acting weird.
I'm just reading the pamphlet, guys.
Hi Bear. Hi Beezers.
Bear, hi! Good to see you. We missed you.
Notice, let's go back over that again. That just I just got struck with something. Can we go back? Thank you very much. Let's listen to this greeting that he gives.
Okay, it has sedative effects. Okay, we're good.
No. Shut up. I want to go back to what Salah says.
Good entertainment. I'm just reading the pamphlet, guys.
Hi Bear. Hi Beezers.
He sounds so formal, doesn't he? That sounds like a formal greeting. Hi, dear. Hi, Beezers. It doesn't exactly sound warm like you're greeting your wife.
Bear, hi! Good to see you.
Why does she have to use that baby voice when she talks to him? Hi, dear. It's so weird. Why do you have to use that baby voice with your husband? Why do you have to infantize yourself, Foodie? Ugh.
We missed you. Okay, it has sedative effects. Okay, we're good.
And can I just say, during the chat, there were people in her chat suggesting different medications and such for Foodie. This is reckless and stupid because not a single person in that chat is her official real life doctor. Not a single one. Foodie is not their patient. They don't have access to her on the personal. They are not there to take tests and know where her health is at, what her kidneys look like, what her liver looks like, what anything looks like. And different medications can have bad effects, correct? Especially if you have overlying health problems. Some medications are bad for your kidneys, bad for your liver, whatnot. And they're suggesting all kinds of stuff for her to take, not knowing what her health looks like. Nobody should be doing that to Chantal. Nobody.
Ticklish?
Yeah. Babe.
Listen to that giggle. That is her high giggle. That is her I am so high I can't stand it giggle.
Look at the cat. Look
Yeah.
at the cat. Are you my baby?
She came to me when she heard my voice.
Hi, Chantal's hubby.
Hi, X-rays.
What's going on?
What's going on, guys? How do y'all?
Tickle bees.
Hello, Lorraine. Missy Mid.
Oh yeah.
He sounds like he does not want to be there. How much did she pay you to be there, Salah? What was your payout? What was your bonus to be there?
Alubies. The pills, peppermint, they're just for help you sleep.
Yeah, sure. So you're taking sleeping pills and it's making you giggly? I've got suspicions.
Drowsy. No,
You drowsy?
not yet.
I'm sorry. I've never heard of a sleeping medication that makes you this hyper. What is going on with that? That don't even sound right.
Old country buffet. Hey, travel tats and tails.
Hey, travel.
Sleep is the best medicine.
And why would you take sleeping medication and do a live stream that just questions on questions? Girl World Trash says, who the F would pay $25 for a crappy phone case? So here's a look at the courtesy of Shenanigans, the other merch store. What do we got here? We got this crappy phone case for $25. We've got a cat plushie. What? $51. Fat and Pretty shirt for $16. We got a tote for looks like $34. Another shirt for $18. And what is this? Oh, we got two phone cases here, also for $25. So why did she have another merch store for this? Why didn't she put this in the other merch store? Was she afraid that the first one would go down? I don't know. Weird. Really weird. But she just comes up with an idea for merch and bam, puts it on up. Just throwing anything at the wall and see what sticks, see what people actually buy. Perfectly Imperfect says, between the prescriptions flying around in Foodie Beauty's chat today, I'm surprised Big Pharma didn't buy a membership. Bad Seed says, Foodie Beauty, I can't believe this beach and her idiots are on here promoting the misuse of over-the-counter meds. She is literally asking ideas of what meds to take. You can't make this crap up. So let's look at some of the comments. Dragon of Curiosity Says folks in here have mentioned it could also raise your blood pressure, the Benadryl. Scapegoat says magnesium bees are refused to spam chat with bizarre remarks ever again. Black Panther says, I take gabapentin, it knocks me out. Serena for real says, not sleeping raises dementia risk, gotta balance it all. Lurking here says the supplements GABA or glycine work really well for anxiety. Look into it for the future, all natural. Sienna Tittle Sleuth says, magnesium has helped me with my PMS, I will say. Mary Jane says, I'm not kidding, sweetie, so be careful. It messes with my blood pressure a lot. So you guys are over there, you're suggesting all kinds of meds for her to take. Again, you're not doctors. You're not checking her out. You're not giving her blood tests. You're not giving her any kind of official test. You don't know what her health looks like, and you're suggesting stuff to her? That's right. I forgot. You are the same people who are her enablers, aren't you? Those of you that send the super chats, those of you that do this, the fan sponsorships for the meals, you're enabling her food addiction. I forgot about that. What's wrong with me? You're funding an addict. Straight up. You're funding an addict. And that's what it is. You're funding the addict and you're funding the addiction. And I don't want to hear any nonsense about we're over here because we support Foodie. There's all kinds of ways to support a person without funding and enabling the addiction. You can support an addict. You can give advice. You can say nice things. You can encourage them to get help without funding the addiction. And addiction is always harmful. So I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. We're over here to support Foodie. Support her then. Don't support the addiction, not if you care about her. But if you don't care about her, I guess all bets are off and do what you want. But when something happens to her, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, just a matter of time, because no human body can put up with everything for too long. If she ends up in the hospital or worse, I don't want to hear any crying from the Beezers who funded the addiction. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, we miss our queen. We're so sad that she's sick when you're the ones helping make her sick. Spare me the fake phony tears. Your mom's emotional support carrot says, Chantal asked if chat was frozen because no one was chatting. There weren't that many people in her chat. I saw the number. She had like 300 and something on a channel with 105, maybe 106,000 subscribers. Ooh, not good numbers. Not good. Not good at all. I'm your Huckleberry says, what better way to rake in donations? Just say something like this and pop your PayPal in the pinned comment. Still using mental health to get money? Stay classy, Foodie. Never change. Not that you would. So this was the live. This was the thumbnail saying my anxiety is bad. Here's a little interesting fact from the past about Foodie. And I actually reacted to this video. I don't know where it went. I think she took it off her channel. But long time ago, when Foodie was still a baby channel, she did a tips and advice video for other YouTubers on how to grow your channel. And one of the things that she said in this tips and advice video was to basically clickbait people. Take something small, blow it up into something big, and turn that into the title to get people to watch. She actually did a tips and advice video advising people to do the clickbaiting. And she's been doing it ever since. So here we are, 2025. She's not a baby channel anymore, although she does act like a baby. My anxiety is bad. And what do you think that's going to do? Her Beezers who are worried about her, they're going to rush to the live stream. What's wrong, Chantal? Are you okay? She was fine. She was absolutely fine. She put that title And then she stayed for over an hour. She was giggling. She was happy. Apparently, she was all right. So clickbaiting is a form of scamming, in my opinion. Even with the title, she's scamming. Perfectly Imperfect says goal ended and she did not meet Super Chat goal, despite 106K subs. So here was the goal that she set. She needed 5 yellow Super Chats to do a live cooking stream the next day. She only got 2 out of 5. So let's see, what are the yellow Super Chats? I think they're $10. So she wanted $50 just to cook tomorrow. $50. Pay me $50 to do a live cooking stream. So if you want Foodie to cook, and keep in mind the food that she's cooking, you're not going to be able to eat. You're just watching her cook a meal that she's going to eat that you, Beezers, are paying for. The audacity of this woman, the absolute gall. Here's a blast from the past from Acadia Strong saying, "What happened to this, Foodie? Tell us how you aren't broke." So this was done a while ago. She was defending Salah, saying like, "I could quit YouTube. He's making plenty of money, blah, 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 blah." So let's listen to it.
Literally no incentive. Like, he hasn't asked me for a dime. He has a job. Like, literally no, he wants me. If he was using me and needed my money, why does he want me to, he doesn't want me to, why am I not doing live streams every day?
Stop right there. Couple things about that. So I know a lot of people have said that Foodie got into a romance scam. I disagree. I disagree because I think it wasn't a romance scam. I think it was a sort of a contractual agreement between two people. Foodie and Salah. I think they came to some sort of agreement that if you give me X amount of money per month, then I'll play your on-camera husband for X amount of time. And I believe in the 3 years that they've been going on with this, the agreements have come up, elapsed, new ones were reached, new amounts were achieved. She had to keep giving him more and more money, but also gifts. Because if you guys noticed, the quality and the price of the gifts went up. She went from, buying him simple things like clothes and gym equipment. That became the iPhone, the gaming laptop, and now finally the car. After the car, she really couldn't go any higher. She doesn't have the kind of money to go any higher. She couldn't buy a home or give him the money to buy a home. So she was stuck as far as expensive gifts. I mean, she hit the wall with that. She hit the wall. So it's not a romance scam. It was a agreement reached between the two of them of, I play a part for you, and in return you give me money or you give me certain things or provide certain things, and that was the deal.
Why am I not making money then this way? Like, excuse me? No, that's not even true. Why does he want want me to go there for months at a time and not have to worry about friggin' working?
What happened to that? She tried to paint this picture of he's young, he's successful, he's handsome, and he's got lots of money, and I could quit YouTube anytime I wanted. Now where are we, Foodie? You're still on YouTube, and you're doing everything in your power to make money. Absolutely everything. You are doing the mukbang videos. You're catering to the feedies. You practically turn your channel into a fetish channel. I mean, let's just call things by the right names. That's what it is. That's what you've always wanted. You didn't want a YouTube channel. You wanted a on YouTube adult fetish channel, and you want to get away with it. And unfortunately, YouTube is letting you get away with it. They're letting you break the rules, and they're not really coming down on you for that. You want to cater to the fetish guys exclusively. You don't care about your regular subs. You care about those people with the fetishes that'll give you the big money. and will order the Foodie content off of YouTube. But you haven't quit YouTube. And Salah isn't supporting you. You're supporting him. And we notice when he's not around. And I bet when he's not around, it's because you're not giving him money or not giving him enough. But you are far from quitting YouTube.
You know, like, get a life. You don't know the situation. You don't know him at all.
Well, we're not there in person. You're right. We don't know the situation in person, but we see what we see on YouTube. And what we see is a woman who is desperate for money. For one reason or another, you're desperate for money. I bet you make what, $4,000, $5,000 a month from YouTube. Whatever you make off a Cameo, whatever you make with the Foodie requests, whatever those may be, however those come in. And now you've got 2 merch stores. How much money do you need, Foodie? I guess Salah can't cover all the bases, huh? I guess not. And then there's this. Florida Salt and Sass says someone has rotten tooth on the pea brain. So she did a mukbang, and look at the title. Simple Biryani, My Way, and mukbang. Who do we remember that said that a lot? The whole My Way thing. Nads. But he was supposed to be an abusive person, right? Couldn't stand him. He was hurtful. He did all those things. So why would she say or do anything that reminds herself of him? Even put something that he said in the title. And what about that mysterious text yesterday, Foodie? And you got all giddy about it. I'm telling y'all, they're talking. They've been talking. They never stop talking. And I bet you she's been buying him groceries and just bankrolling him this whole time. And that might explain why she needs money so badly. Because she's got to cover all her expenses, Salah's expenses, and Nad's expenses too. She's overextended because she's trying to hang on to 2 men, neither one of which love her. But that's what she wants to do. That's what she wants to do. It's not that she wants us to support her. She wants all of YouTube to support her and her 2 boy toys. That's what's going on. And she wants to keep them both around, and she doesn't want to let either one of them go. The Goth says all she did was complain when she went to Azteca. Any donation she gets will be spent at Hardee's. Yeah, remember that? When somebody paid for a nice meal at Azteca, she was complaining about the food. Somebody else paid for the meal. She got a free meal, and she was complaining about it. Absolutely complaining about it. So what's the sense of giving her donations to go to a nice restaurant? It'll just go to a fast food place, I guarantee you. Sandy Quesadilla says she's freaking broke. Queen of WTF says, so now, if you want her to see her leave the house, you have to pay her. Really? Let's watch the clip.
So that's why I put up the post for fan sponsorships. I'm not asking people to sponsor like unhealthy meals.
And yet you are. And yet you are. What did you say long ago, Foodie? What did you say to Vegan for Life? Apologies, that was a roommate knocking. What was I saying? What I was saying was, Chantal, remember all the way back when Vegan for Life gave over $300 in super chats for you to take BBJ to the vet, to take the cats to the vet? What did you say to Vegan for Life? When they asked you why you weren't taking the cats to the vet, you said, once you give me money, it's mine. I can do what I want with it. So I guess the same would apply for anyone who sends you something on PayPal or does the fan donations. If you get the money and you just decide you got a wild hair up your butt and you don't want to do the request, you don't have to. What about that tortilla that you were supposed to eat? Did you eat it? Did you finally do the tortilla? Huh. So, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't trust her with my money, or any money for that matter.
I don't want people asking to go and like gorge on sweets or like fast food and stuff. What I mean is like if
But you will. You will. You will. Chantal, why are you being shady? What are you telling people? To go ahead and send money for healthy stuff? You don't need healthy stuff. You don't. You're not telling people, send me money for healthy food. Everybody knows and everybody understands where that money's going. Where it's going to go, either on camera or off.
you know, I'm more than happy to go out.
No, you're not. You're not happy to go out. It is now summertime in Kuwait. The temperatures are climbing. It's getting up there. It's like the high 80s, early 90s. There might be some days where it's 100 degrees. Does anybody really think that Foodie Beauty is going to go out in 100-degree weather? She's not. She'll complain now, oh, it's hot outside, and she won't leave. She won't leave the house. She ain't going nowhere. She'll have stuff delivered.
Stuff like that. But if you want me to go out and do something specific that I wouldn't have budgeted for, or that, you know, because I'm doing the no spend thing, then, you know, you'll have to pay for it. Like
The nerve, the absolute nerve. I'm just going to say this. All of you beezers, you've got more than 2 brain cells, and you might have found your way here. You already pay her. Do you understand that? Understand that. You already pay her. You already give her enough money. The Google AdSense is enough. She gets money through Google AdSense. All those ads she places on her lives and her videos, that's payment. You're watching her video and she is getting paid, but she wants more. She wants much more. I guess the memberships you guys pay, $5 a month, that's not enough. I don't know how many memberships she's got going on right now, but it's enough. It is enough. She doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't do anything. She's not doing anything extraordinary. What does she do? She orders food. She sits in front of a camera and she eats the meal. Nothing extraordinary about that. Nothing at all. And then she posts it to YouTube. There's no effort involved in any of that. And for her low effort content, she gets paid. She gets paid more than enough. But now she's telling you people, if you're tired of being bored with her content because her content is boring, if you want a different change of scenery, you got to pay extra for that.
if you want me to go to a certain museum, or if you want me to go coffee bees, that kind of thing, you know.
She would go get coffee regardless. So why is that extra? Chantal loves her caffeine. She got to have caffeine. She needs caffeine just to open her stupid eyes. Why do you have to pay for the coffee bees? And if she loves coffee so much, why, if she's trying to do the no spend challenge, why can't she just reach in her own pocket, get enough money, get a coffee machine, and make her own coffee at home? Coffee is one of the cheapest things out there. You can get a coffee machine and make your own cup of coffee. Have a fresh cup in the morning. Buy some coffee grounds or some instant coffee. There's all kinds of coffee drinks you can make at home if you like the Starbucks treatment. You know, just buy some syrups and toppings and bam, there you go. You can make your own cold brew at home. Why is she spending $10 a day on coffee? It's stupid. It's really stupid. She could survive on instant coffee. I mean, I drink instant coffee. What's wrong with it? Ridiculous. T says Foodie Beauty is the only honest thing she said since moving to Kuwait. Let's listen.
I hate this hijab. I hate it.
Well, you can go back to Canada. Take it off. Be the real Foodie Beauty. You could do that, Foodie. And maybe the reason why you hate it is because it's so tight and it's compressing your head. It looks tight and uncomfortable. I can't even imagine how uncomfortable and tight it is. I don't know how you can stand it. It looks like it's ready to burst. Julie Watson says, what the heck? Coffee is $300 a month. I got a coffee addiction. I am a self-proclaimed coffee blank because I will try it from anywhere. And I have a coffee every single day, and it doesn't cost me $300 a month in Canada. I thought Kuwait was cheaper. So did I. What happened? Didn't she tell us that Kuwait was cheaper for everything? So why does she need $300 a month in coffee? She doesn't. She maybe wants $300 a month for coffee, but she doesn't need $300 a month in coffee. Your mom's emotional support carrot says, Chantal, your Beezers are not your personal line of credit or your ATM. If Sally's perfume empire is highly profitable, why are you e-begging for sponsors again? Admit it. Your skins and your channel is dying. Your cycle's cycled out. Yeah, she knows what she needs to do. She knows what she could do to generate interest, but that would require work and effort and thought, and she just doesn't want to go there. She'd rather take the easy, sleazy route and just beg from people and see what she can come up with. But Chantal, understand, there comes a point where people are burned out on the begging, and there's going to reach a point where they just don't want to give anymore. Then what are you going to do when that doesn't even work? Florida Salt and Sass says she was just bragging that she had more than enough money to eat the way she does daily. Now she, quote, requires some help. Perfectly Imperfect says more confirmation that her bought blank husband does not have a job. So here is the community post from Foodie saying, hi guys, restarting viewer sponsorships, but not for places like Hardee's, etc. More for coffee beezes or interesting new restaurants you would like to see me try. Let's be real. If I went out every day and even just bought a coffee, that's close to $300 Canadian a month. Restaurants are even more. I am more than happy to go out and coffee bees or do whatever you want to see me do, but it will require some help. If you would like to contribute, please send to my PayPal below, and thanks so much in advance. You can also send money to fund a bees of your choice, basically. And she gives her PayPal. Here's the point for me. As a content creator, I chose to do this kind of content on YouTube. But because I chose to do this kind of content on YouTube, since I want to do reaction videos, I want to sit here and react for you guys. Then I also agree to the responsibility that anything connected to my channel, I am also responsible for. Any equipment I might need, like cameras or microphones or whatever else, it's on me. Right? Right. So she's someone that she did a channel and she decided food is my content. I want to sit here and I want to eat food. So by making that decision, that means it's on her to provide the food that she does in her live streams, on her videos. That is not the responsibility of the Beezers. And if she can't afford to do the food content, maybe do another kind of content. Maybe, just do things on a budget until she can afford better meals. There's all kinds of workarounds here. But again, it is not the responsibility of the people who watch you to pay for your content. I mean, she's shameless. She wants people to pay for the food that she not only eats, so it gives her a free meal, but she wants to turn around and use said paid meal to make money on YouTube. So basically what she's saying to you, Beezers, is I want you to pay for the materials that I will use in a video or a live stream that I will turn around and make money off of. That's called double dipping. She's straight up double dipping. She wants to do her content for free. No cost out of pocket. No cost. She wants you guys to pay for her whole life. If she drinks a coffee, she wants you to pay for it. If she eats a meal, she wants you to pay for it. She wants you to feed her. And she wants you to pay to make money off that. It's stupid. Again, I'm surprised she didn't say, hey, Beezers, if you want me to breathe on camera, pay for each breath. Pay for it. Pay for me to show my face. I'm waiting to see if that's next. The audacity of you, Foodie. The straight up audacity. You have the nerve to call Girl World vultures and zombies and content thieves. And you're over here stealing from your own Beezers, begging from your own Beezers, when you probably make more money per month than they do. You've got enough money. You just want to take other people's money because you are stingy and you don't want to spend your own. But what did P.T. Barnum say? There's a sucker born every minute. And that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for the suckers in the audience that will fall for it and do it and send you money. You are the P.T. Barnum of YouTube. Like looking for those suckers that have a little bit of cash in their wallet. Well, I bet you'll find them. I bet you will. Palette cleanser. Blue Dream shows this picture. This is lovely. I think that's great. Ray's Dactylion says, for nearly a decade, she couldn't be bothered to make merch. Now she not only slaps her designs on every doggone thing Teespring offers, she also opens a second store. She's so bad at this. Oh, yeah. Sandy Quesadilla says, what in the broke as F we cry for food and shelter BS is this? I'd like to think she's really saying we cry for poo and shelter. That would be more appropriate given who she is and who Salah is. Tat Von B says, for the love of God, Foodie, just go home. You are now an official Kuwaiti beggar, just like the beggar you gave coins to, but you are worse. You're bloody displaying your begging on an international level, and Kuwait doesn't appreciate beggars. Go home. Salah doesn't love you. We know. She won't go home there. I don't know why she's not going home, but she's determined to stay there. Shenanigans says Chantal is turning her Beezers into paying feedies. Well, that's been going on for a minute. She's just being more blatant now. She used to hide it. She's not hiding it anymore. I guess maybe she's taking the point of view, since we're all talking about it and we all know, it's like, it's one of those things like everybody knows, I might as well just not hide it now. She's like not covering it up any longer. And this was me. This was me getting mad at Foodie because I was boiling mad at her this morning, considering the live stream that she did last night. It was so horrible. I said, the nerve of you, Foodie Beauty, coming online talking about eating problems and then showing the crap you did last night. You don't want subs. You want pay pig enablers to pay for your food addiction. Facts. And a bowl of freaking cheese, Foodie? Are you kidding me? You went to the ER for that, remember? You know what? F your B content. And yes, that's what it is. And F your feedy pay pigs who are paying for it. Sick. F you. I was mad. I was mad. Look, and here's the picture. A bowl of this is melted cheese. This is not soup. This is melted cheese. And she was giggling about it and saying, I bet Sansa Cooks can't, tally up all of the calories in this. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Literally like that. Like it was something cute. Tracy says, my problem is I don't like standing up or walking. I never really liked it. WTF. This is the part of the reason you are 450 pounds plus. Who in the F even says that? Can I say something to that? That is the very thing that feedies like to hear. This is the bat signal to the feedies. The immobilizers, the gainer feeders. They like hearing things like that. She was catering to the feedies in her audience that were listening and watching. So Kelly says, dang, Foodie Beauty rolled over to her couch. She can't even get up and walk 3 steps. We are getting closer to bedbound era. Really? Let's watch.
I didn't brush her yet today. Oh, the chair is protesting. Oh.
Again, this is all stuff that Feedies love. They're like, oh my God, she's so big she has to roll over to her couch. And oh my God, it's so great. She doesn't like walking or standing. The immobilizers and the gainers love to hear that. Oh, that makes them excited. Oh.
Today. Oh, the chair is protesting. Oh. My problem is I don't like standing up or walking. You know, I never really liked it.
She's saying that for the Feedies, I'm telling you. That's exactly what they want to hear.
But I will say, I have dreams that I'm walking everywhere.
Yeah, but why aren't you then?
I don't feel, you obviously in a dream you don't feel anything, right? But like, I used to walk all over town, all hours of the day.
No, you didn't. You did not. I was there in the beginning of your channel. No, you didn't. You did not walk all over town. Granted, I will give you this, Foodie. You were a lot more active in the beginning baby part of your channel than you are now. You were a lot more active. You were taking walks. You were taking nature walks by yourself out in the woods, through the park, and you weren't breathing nearly as heavy. I will always say that monetization was the worst thing to happen to you. That if you hadn't been monetized, if you hadn't run into the Feedies, where would you be right now? You'd be a lot healthier. The moment you got monetized, the moment you found out about the food fetish thing and the food fetish people, that was the beginning of the end. It really was. It was the beginning of the end. You found a way to be famous, in your opinion, and to make money and have people surrounding you, like constantly keeping you overfed. That was the beginning of the end. And now here we are. And now here you are. Moni says Foodie Beauty is back for begging for money again so she can go out and buy food and drinks for mukbangs and feedy content. Back to food sharmuting herself again. Money, money, money. Yep. Yep. She wants everything paid for. And she wants her subs to pay for everything. She wants them to pay for her entire life. In Foodie's world, she doesn't cover her own expenses. Everybody else does. She feels entitled to everybody else's money. All of you that are her subs, screw you. Screw the fact that you got to pay rent. Screw the fact that you got to pay bills. You got to feed your families. That you go out and work 8 hours a day, every day, hard. Maybe you're at a stressful job. Screw you. It don't matter. She's Foodie Beauty. She's entitled to your money. And because you are her subs and you like watching her, you're supposed to pay every penny. She shouldn't have to pay for anything. It's not enough that you pay her rent. You subs are paying her rent. You're paying her bills. You're paying for Salah. You're paying for Natter. You're paying for her meals. You're paying for everything already. But she wants more. That's not enough. She's not satisfied. She don't care if none of you guys go broke. She don't care if none of you have money problems. It's all got to go to her. She's a taker. She will take. She won't give back. She's not giving back now. Ron says, ate all the groceries. Yeah, she just bought groceries. What happened? What happened to those doggone groceries? Gone. Absolutely gone. Actually, about the groceries, my thoughts. I think the groceries that she buys, mainly it's all snack foods. It's like stuff that she eats when she wants to have bee moments. And stuff that she gets, it's emergency food. Like if she doesn't get any Foodie requests that day or for a few days, that's the emergency food that she'll only eat it if she has to. Oh, and I also heard that rumors that she's still going to the food banks. So she's getting free food from the food banks. So on top of the Beezers paying for all her expenses and buying all her food, she's taking food from a food bank. People who actually need the food. Yeah. Yeah, good one, Foodie. Good one. You're a class act, you are. Julie says, why would anyone sponsor your coffee? You're going to go get it anyways. Do some actual content, FFS. You already get paid. True, she does. Why should people pay her for things she's going to do regardless? Why should people foot the bill? That's crazy. That doesn't even make sense. If smaller YouTubers are not doing this, then a bigger YouTuber should certainly not be doing this. This is shameful and embarrassing. Narky says Chantal always tells on herself. YouTube payday has passed. Salah came home from his kitty crawl, got his 1700 and bolted. She already ate all her groceries and or is bored of cooking. Diet is off, so now the broke blank requires help, aka money, to continue her lifestyle. Well, you know what? If she wants to continue her lifestyle, she can pay for it. If it means that much to her, she will. It's nobody's responsibility for a lifestyle. You know, like if she's living beyond her means, that's her. She's got to fix it. D. Angry Scott says, my husband takes such good care of me that I need to beg strangers on the internet to buy me a coffee. Yeah. Yeah, he really takes care of her. Not. Tracy says, what? I wasn't around then. I don't think so. I don't know what happened here. Always trying. Says, so I'm watching an old video, and this apparently was a guy that she met up with in Montreal and called him Tony. That sure does look a lot like Salah, doesn't it? Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Kind of looks like that. All right. How about something positive from Yogg? Flying squirrels. Well, they're called flying squirrels for a reason. Because they can fly. They can fly. Look at that. Whee! That looks like it's fun. I want to be a flying squirrel for a minute. I want to know what that's like. It looks pretty cool. If a squirrel and a kite had a baby, that would be a flying squirrel. Here's something from Nana's Spiked Tea saying, holy cow, July's photos are from the first try on. I can only imagine what this shirt will look like come July 2025. Keep eating, Foodie. So let's take a look. So July 30th, 31st, 2024, she looked like this. April 23rd, 2025, she looks like that. And she's not gained a bunch of weight. She's not gained a bunch of weight. That looks like between a 30 to 50 pound difference, maybe more. You can see the difference. Look, let's blow this up. Compared to, yeah, you gained a bunch of weight, Foodie. Filters or not, you gained a bunch of weight. DX says, happy Friday, everyone. So for those of you wondering, who is this guy? It's SJam. And this was a screenshot taken from the one live stream that Foodie did with SJam. And I'm telling you, out of all the people that she's brought on camera, she had the most synergy and chemistry with SJam. Like those two were like a house set on fire. They got along so well. They were so much alike. She was laughing so much. You a missed opportunity, Foodie. I know that you weren't really attracted to SJam, but you wanted a co-host. The two of you would have been fabulous together. I mean, you guys were so much alike. Let's see. Kelly says, Foodie Beauty, she had a bee moment for 4 hours. She will never, and I mean never, change. And Salah's an idiot if he thinks she will. Yeah, he is an idiot. He is an idiot. If he thinks that he's going to change her by making her eat healthy, he's stupid. Her food addiction is so out of control and extreme, she needs inpatient, straight up. And that's coming from somebody who had a food problem. Her problem is not just a food problem. There are issues up here with the food. She's got rituals wrapped around food. I mean, it's a whole thing. She needs professional help, and he can't give it to her. And even if he could be her doctor or her counselor, she's got to want the help, and she doesn't. She absolutely doesn't. Aw, Nature Life OK says, OMG, did they just fall in love? So you get the budgie with the owl. Aw, they love each other. And let's see, what else we got here? Yep. Enigma 2025 says, Julia bites Chantal for the second time. I approve of that. Good girl. Enigma 2025. Y'all lean in for this one. Enigma 2025 says she's still talking to Nads because she just had to announce and say she just got a message from someone and directly told that person, I don't want to talk to you. She was too excited to mention him for it to be a joke. Let's watch the clip.
Your message. By the way, I see a message request from somebody. You know who you are. You know I don't want to talk to you. Bug off, okay?
Okay, I'm going to ask the obvious question. It was, first of all, why wouldn't you have Nads blocked? Why wouldn't you have him blocked? He supposedly abused you, right? So, if someone was your abuser, why wouldn't you have them blocked everywhere? Why would he still have access to you to message you, Foodie? Why? How was he able to message you? Why don't you have him blocked? And why do you have that smirk on your face? He supposedly hurt you, but yet you're smirking when you're thinking about him. And smiling.
That's all I'm going to say. You're like,
yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now on camera. When I get off camera, we'll have a nice little conversation, the two of us, and I'll send you some money.
I'm hyper.
Yeah, you're hyper. You've been hyper a lot lately. I wonder why. You're over 500 pounds, getting closer to 6. You eat junk food all day. You don't do anything. You don't go anywhere. You sleep all day. So where exactly is the hyper coming from? Don't tell me coffee. Don't tell me soda. I drink coffee. I drink soda. I don't get hyper. I'll get that caffeine buzz, but it doesn't make me hyper. So what are you taking that I'm not?
To tell us. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything. Too late. Too late. But you know what? She doesn't have to say anything. She already told on herself. So all this time I've been doing tarot readings on you, Foodie. And Nads. And I've been saying for a long time, the two of you idiots are still talking. Are still talking. Thank you for putting this in your live stream. Because you just said it yourself without saying it. You're still talking to him. He still has access to you on whatever account the two of you are talking on. Are you guys talking on Telegram? We know you do a lot of stuff on Telegram. Are you talking to him on WhatsApp? Are you? Where are you talking to Nads at? He pops up with big old grocery hauls. Another tell. We remember how I used to buy him groceries back in Gatineau and then in Montreal. You'd stock his pantry, stock his fridge so he could do his cooking videos. You paid for that. You're still doing that. You're still bankrolling him. And that's why you're hurting for money, because you're over there bankrolling Salah, bankrolling Nads, bankrolling yourself Money's a little tight because you are overextended. Well, guess what? It's nobody else's fault except yours. You decided to take on the responsibility of two loser men who don't have jobs that want to be sugar babies. You want to be a sugar mama? It's up your responsibility to get that sugar. You can't go to your audience and say, give me the sugar. I need more sugar. Not our responsibility. Nope.
Just ignore it.
Look at that smirk. I'm blowing this up. Look at that smirk. She's thinking about him. She's excited. She's giddy to talk to Nads. Nobody makes her this giddy. Not even Salah.
Skinny. Okay. My dinner's ready. I'll be right back.
Change the subject because she said too much.
No, not anime.
So it wasn't anime. It was not anime she was talking to. She brought it up. She chose to talk about this. People are saying, who was it? Who was it? It wasn't anime.
Why would Dee Dee message me?
Right. So it wasn't anime. She said it wasn't anime and it wasn't Dee Dee. She wants people to know. She wants people to know she's still talking to Nads. Telling on herself. Telling. And it makes me wonder, Chantal, are you going home soon? Are you going home soon? Is this your like little pre-home setup? You're trying to find a way to kind of bring him into things because he's been out for a while. What is this exactly?
I was only trolling you guys. Nobody messaged me.
Lies. You get that smirk on your face.
I get no messages from people. Ugh. I'm joking, I do. Actually, I missed a lot of messages. I got a message.
Sure, you big old liar. Big old liar. Liar, liar, torrid pants on fire. What else we got here? Oh, look at this. Interesting as F. The inside of a massive geode. Oh, I love geodes. That thing is heavy. I bet it takes a crane to pick that thing up, but it is gorgeous. All right, look at this. Tat Van Bon B says, how is this possible? 4 years ago, she was 390 pounds, but today she says she's 360. It's ridiculous that her lying. So here was Foodie back in the day at almost 400 pounds. Okay, and as you can notice, she's smaller and she's moving better. She can bend over. She's almost at 400 pounds. So how can she be under 500 pounds now? I think she's well over 500. I think she's getting closer to 6. She's at least 550 plus. But hold on a minute, Foodie. I'm not. There we go.
Saying no and trying to come up with my alternative. So without further ado, let's get to. All right, I'm gonna weigh myself. Hello. I'm gonna weigh myself in my bathroom on the main level, so you can't see how messy my kitchen is. I hope you can hear the scale.
Look how much easier she has. How much easier it is for her to bend over. She can't do it so much anymore.
I keep it in here now. All right.
Body weight is 391.8 pounds. Body weight is 391.8 pounds.
Okay, let me do that again, because that's pretty awesome.
Yikes. Foodie's normal weight, because of her being 5 feet tall, should be 100, maybe 120. She's almost 400 pounds here, and she's saying that that's awesome. So how do you feel about yourself now, Foodie? Being over 500 pounds. I bet it doesn't feel awesome to be over 500 pounds and being 5 feet tall. I bet it's very, very painful. Like, a tiny frame was not meant to carry hundreds and hundreds of pounds of extra weight. Your body starts to break down because of it.
Body weight is 390.8 pounds. Body weight is 390.8 pounds.
That's pretty awesome. That's when they weighed me at the hospital, I was 400, I think 0.4. Anyway, that's a good good first weigh-in.
And notice ever since then, she's been lying about her weigh-ins because she's gaining weight. Gaining a lot of weight. Oh, check this out. Enigma 2025 says she's going to get sued. That name is copyright. Yes, the name Foodie Beauty is currently the subject of a trademark application in the United States. On July 25th, 2023, Project Miracle IP Holdings, LLC, filed a trademark application, serial number 981-00313, with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office for the standard character mark Foodie Beauty. This application covers a range of cosmetic and personal care products under International Class 3, including items like soap bar, body scrubs, cosmetics, deodorants, essential oils, facial cleansers, fragrances, hair care preparations, and more. And so that's trademarked, Foodie. The name you're using is trademarked, and now you're selling merch. Uh-oh. All right, so where are we for? Okay, so we're at an hour for the Twitter peeps. That's enough. We're going to go on to her live stream. And good news, she's not showing. Oh, goodness gracious. It's 2 hours? Ugh. I thought it was 1 hour. Ew, boo. That's okay. We'll just stay for a little bit. We don't need to stay for all of this. There's no need. We're just going to get what we need to go and go. Hope you guys enjoyed the react, so let's do this.
Can you hear me now? Hey, Brooke, Orange Pulp, Beauty Bite, Scrape Goat, Meow Mates, Stacy Jarvis, BSMH, Lady J, Tangerine, Volpe, Strawberries and Cream, Lily. Yeah, no, this was an old picture with the camels.
Hey, Foodie, I'm going to tell you the same thing you tell other people. Cam up. You want people's money, cam up. Why aren't you camming up? You're here doing the ultimate grift of all grifts, but you won't cam up. You won't show your face.
Xanax, I wish. Colette, Ellen Dragonfly, Kaylee, Diane, Madison, Candace. Okay, we're working well. Andre Marie, Wina, hello. Thank you. Bethadone, hello.
And by the way, Foodie, you put the title of this thing, My Anxiety is Bad. So, Beezers, let's lose a little common sense here, okay? Let's use our common sense. If somebody is feeling anxiety, would they want to come online? Would they want to do a live stream? No. No, that's the last thing you'd be doing. You'd want to just find a way to calm yourself down. You wouldn't come online and do a live stream.
Lori G, Amanda, Issa P. She'll start a live. Teardrop, hi. Stephanie, you guys. My Higger, Turd, VL, Madison. Who else did I miss? Oh my gosh. Amber Chick, Melanie, Full Moon, Miss Chad, Shadow.
Oh, are we going to spend like 10 minutes saying hello to people? Next.
Princess. Hey, Rizzler. Nice to see you all. I'm in my room. Yep. You're not blocked, Caribou. Hello.
Just I don't know. My anxiety is just bad.
Then get your butt off live stream and go deal with it. Nobody who has anxiety does a live stream. This doesn't even make sense to me. Look, I'm not laughing about anxiety. I've had it myself. I've dealt with it myself. We all feel anxious once in a while. Some people worse than others, and my heart goes out to anyone who deals with it a lot. I'm not laughing at anxiety. I'm laughing at the ridiculousness of what she's doing. It's stupid. I'm anxious, but I'm doing a live stream? Huh? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Foodie? What?
The black camel. Be quiet, you. That was pretty good. Hey, kindness first. Thank you.
And of course, Salah is right there in the chat. Right there. Of course, he's going to be right there. If Chantal's going to grift, he wants to help her grift. And he wants to figure out how much money she's making from the grift to get his cut.
You know, you just have anxiety sometimes. Like, I don't want people looking at me, you know? So.
What happened? The filters bust on you?
Hey, I'm not creative. Lisa. I can't afford my groceries. Carolina, hello?
You know what it is? It's not that she felt anxiety this night. There was no anxiety. She was just high. She was high off something. She got high and she didn't want to come on camera and show herself, because if she showed herself, she knew that everybody would see that she was high, because they may see the pupils all blasted out. It would be really obvious. So when she gets high, she wants to turn the camera off, make up an excuse about why the camera's off. I'm anxious. No, you're high. You got high.
Uh-oh. Well, that would
I was going to grift my subs, but then I got high.
make me panic, Lisa. What would I do if I couldn't afford pickles anymore? I'd be on here begging.
You're begging.
Tracy.
Ready, set.
Okay, warning. She's doing the OBS thing, and her alerts are up so loud. I'll turn down the volume. Why do you have to have it up so loud, Foodie? Turn that down. Adjust the volume, idiot.
Bees.
Yes, with coffee bees. Ready, set, rebees, Tracy.
You know what? If you're someone and you deal with anxiety, the last thing you should be drinking is coffee. I'm just saying. If she's got a problem with anxiety, she shouldn't be drinking coffee, and nobody should be paying for coffee visas.
Nina, welcome to Loyalty Beezer. Thank you, Nina.
Ready, set, bees.
Thank you. Spicy mayo, hello. Oh yeah, how come oh sorry. Shoot kickers and rats. Will it work now? So we just fixed the alert box, so there should be alerts for whenever you guys join, do whatever, you know? No, they don't have good anxiety meds here. Hey, Sarah, Stephanie, Sour Patch Kids are supposed to snap your brain out of the anxiety? Really?
I'm sure that Kuwait does have meds for anxiety. It's just that to get them, you got to go to a doctor. You have to go to a doctor and get a prescription, and you're not willing to go to a doctor. So you're not going to be able to get them.
I don't know about that. Baby. So it's just me and Julia here right now. Hey, Lanky, Carolina. Yeah, it really is. Judy. No, I don't, Tracy. What do you mean coffee bees? Yes, with the coffee bees? Oh. What I messaged you earlier about the dog? The cup? The dog merch? Hello, babe. Thank you guys for rebeezing. I wish the alert worked, but try the tapping method. What do I tap? On my forehead? I think that would just annoy me even more. Okay, I have a really cute picture to show you guys. I put a goal for super chats. I don't know why, but I know I'm sounding pretty friggin' destitute these days, but you know what? That's how people like creators, they have to like, remind people to like their streams and you know, just like that's what you got to do as a creator. You have to do these things as a stream when you put a stream.
No. One thing is not like the other. I'm a creator too, Foodie. I do content, but never in the history of my time on YouTube have I ever made like a goal for chat where I ask my subs to buy me a meal or sponsor a stream. Never in my history have I done that, and I don't think anybody else has done that either. I think you're the first. You're trying to normalize your behavior, and it's not normal. It just isn't. You're telling people if you want a cooking stream, you have to get $50 to cook a meal. When those of us, all people, we got to eat, right? So either you go for takeout or you cook your food. A lot of people just cook their food for free because they're hungry and they got to eat. But you're telling people, you want me to cook in front of you, pay me $50. Girlfriend, you're not Gordon Ramsay. You are not a gourmet chef. You cook slop. Why shouldn't anybody pay you $50 to cook slop in front of them? That's silly. It makes no sense.
Up. You know what I mean? So the alert works? Yeah, but you couldn't see it, right? At least you're making original content. Hey Terry Berry, damn it, Amber, what's up? Hey SB. Pumpkin Pie, here's your first 5 yellow super chats. Aw, thank you, Pumpkin Pie. That is so kind of you. Yeah, I just put 5 as a goal because I'm being, and it asks you to put like, if you make your goal, what will you do? I'll do like a live cooking stream tomorrow, I guess.
And what are you cooking? You're not even saying what you're cooking. You're wanting $50 to do a cooking stream, but you're not even telling people what you'll be cooking. Are you going to be cooking $50 worth of food all at once so that whoever did the super chat or super chats, they can be sure that the money is being spent on food that's going to be cooked? Or what? You're going to get $50 and cook $5 worth of food and put the rest in your pocket for whatever.
Cindy, are you having a good day? No. You got to make your money somehow. That's exactly.
I wouldn't be having a good day either if the stream before this one you were eating tons of cheese. Chantal, you went to the emergency room before for eating too much cheese, and you don't have a gallbladder, and you continue to eat cheese. I'm surprised you're not constipated.
Right, yeah. So, there's so many negative comments about, like, listen, the people who are negative don't donate anyways. They don't give me anything.
It don't matter. It don't matter if we donate to you. You decided to come on YouTube and put your content out there and do what you do, and you made a point now to beg from your subs. Like excessive begging, excessive grifting. No one likes a grifter. No one likes a scammer. No one likes someone who's a liar, and you are all three. You're getting on YouTube and you are misusing the platform and abusing the platform, in my opinion, to grift, to scam, to con people, to fund your addiction, and look for people who enable you through the funding. You're looking for enablers. You don't want regular subs. You want enablers to fund your food addiction because it is so bad that you can't afford it all yourself. The last time you were in Canada and you spoke about how much you spent on food, you said, I spent between $4,000 to $5,000 a month on food. How much are you spending on food these days, Foodie? Like you must be constantly eating, girlfriend.
What happened? Okay, hold on, guys. We're just checking something here. Super chat alert. What's going on? Yeah, there's supposed to be an alert happening for the super chats, but it's not working, so don't know why. Come on. That's weird. Anyways. Have you ever heard a camel fart? No. I never did, no. Damn it, Amber. Do you have Instagram? Because I don't really give out my email, but... Oh, some people have my old email. You can message me on there. It's Foodie Beauty OG.
Yeah, and that's another system of foodies. This is her workaround. She wants the feedies to contact her on Instagram so she can talk to them privately. And if they have feedie requests, if they want to do feedie requests off of YouTube, maybe a more sexy nature, they can just talk to her there in private. That's what the Instagram is for.
When I drew you. Yeah, kind of, damn it, Amber. Vaguely. I do have shisha because I am very nervous, sorry. Crafty Gypsy.
How is that helping? How is the shisha helping? Never mind.
Oh, Carolina! Hey, girl, hey, thank you! 2 out of the 5 goal. That's really cool. I appreciate that.
I love it. FHJ says, girl, the content isn't great. Broke girl Beeson. Exactly.
Okay, yeah. Just do that. Just send me there, damn it, Amber, on Foodie Beauty OG. I do like chamomile tea, but...
You know what, though? Looking at this comment from FHJ, I just want to remind everybody of something. Something that I know about when it comes to Foodie Beauty's content. Like something she used to do all the way back during Crackhead Olympics. Chantal, she's sneaky. She's real sneaky. And she knows she's got hate watchers. She used to have a lot of them back in the day, not so much now. But one of the things that she would do to make more money was to really poke at people. And I mean poke hard. She will sometimes do live streams and content that really gets people all riled up. She wants to rile people up. She likes to be controversial. But what she really looks forward to are the hate super chats. She wants to get people so angry, so mad, they want to say what they want to say in a super chat to get her attention. Here's the thing, girl world. This one, this person, Foodie Beauty, she has no shame. She does not feel embarrassment. There's not a single thing that you can say to her that would make her feel bad. And I mean nothing. Even if you send a negative super chat, you know what she's going to say to herself in her head? Thanks, idiot. Thanks for hating on me and sending me money at the same time. Really appreciate that. Because it doesn't matter if she gets money for something good or something bad. It's still money. It's still free money to her. So it really doesn't make sense to send a super chat to get on her nerves. You're not getting on her nerves. You're not hurting her. You're not embarrassing her. You're just giving her money. And what did our parents teach us as children? Don't reinforce bad behavior. Don't back it up. Don't pay for it. So I'm just saying, just keep that in mind when it comes to Foodie.
You heard an alert? Are you following French fry Yabba drama? Is there anything new we should know about? Girl, the content isn't great, broke girl reason. Thanks, FHJ. You mean my content's not great? Oh.
Like she was probably thinking by doing this live stream, she was going to get a lot of hate super chats. She was just poking hard at people. Where are the hate super chats? Where are they? Where are they? They should be here. Well, I'm happy that maybe she didn't get a lot of hate super chats. Nor should you. Nor should you. Super chat should be about whoever the person is giving the super chat or the super thanks. It should be because you like the content, because you appreciate the creator and they're making you laugh and they're really entertaining you. It should be a positive only thing, not a negative thing.
I think we get 70% super chats.
Oh, shut up. She's right, though. I mean, YouTube only, they take 30% of whatever we make. But am I crying about it? No, because it's YouTube. It's their platform. They could do what they want. They could take 50% of what we make. What are we going to do about it? They have the platform. They got bills to pay, advertisers and whatnot. They have it up and we use it and we do our thing. Fair is fair. But here she is crying about it when she's making plenty of money.
Can I turn down the sound? Yes. Let me just try that.
Yeah, do that. Can you do that, please? Can you turn down the Weddy set? Bees crap. Because that's loud.
Is that better?
Not your sound, stupid. The sound of the alerts.
Sorry, my shisha won't be maybe another 20 minutes. Thank you guys. I'm just a little overwhelmed. Stop the hypocrisy. Thank you, Teardrop, babe. How is it now? Turn it back up a bit. Oh my god. Okay, how about now?
Okay, that was weird. So somebody just turned on subscribers only mode, as if anybody but subscribers would be in there. No reactors go into her chat and bother her. So what was the point in that? Oh, that was funny. Turning on slow mode too? As if she's got hundreds of people in her chat? Oh, come on.
Let me just hold on a second, guys. What are you looking at, you cute feline? Hey! What? Yeah, I'm just, hold on. I gotta take my second pill of the day.
Nobody
Do
cares.
that here. Ugh.
They didn't mean your sound, Foodie. They meant the sound of the soundboard.
All right. Give me a second. Stupid reaction channel justifying getting super chats, not one. You practically apologize for getting yours. F the response. Karens, let them rot in their hypocrisy. Yeah, I mean,
This person, YouTube lover, says, I don't hear one stupid reaction channel justifying getting super chats. Not one. You practically apologize for getting yours. F the response, Karens. Dude, let them rot in their hypocrisy. Listen, YouTube lover. We actually care about our audience. We come on camera correct. We don't come on camera high. We don't come on camera begging people for money. We're not coming on camera, asking our audience to pay for our food addiction. She does all of that and more. As I said, one thing is not like the other thing. Definitely not like the other thing. We are here to do content. She's here to basically get her food addiction and her lifestyle funded by everybody. One thing is not like the other.
I'm shameless about it because, like I said, yeah, like, let's say, for example, somebody does donate something for an outing. You're getting, like, entertainment in return, like, I'm not saying a I'm never gonna go out or anything. It's just if people want to request something specifically, you know. But yeah, yeah, you're right. Like I think every streamer, everybody has a right to super chats, has a right to oh, maybe the super. Oh no, never mind. You know, we're just trying to fix the alert box still. But yeah.
You know, all of you people in Foodie's chat that you're rolling hard for Foodie right now, all of you diehards in her chat, when she comes online and she's begging and she's begging and she's begging and she doesn't stop begging and she's just going hardcore with the grifting, at some point you're going to get tired of it. At some point you're going to get tired of all the begging. And you might have a moment of clarity and you think to yourself, this is stupid. This is really, really stupid. This person, Foodie Beauty, makes more than I do. And she's got the cameos that she's always promoting. And she does the feedy stuff offline, which I'm sure makes her a bit of money. And now she's got 2 merch stores. There's no reason for her to grift this hard. If I am an ordinary person with an ordinary job, and without YouTube, I can pay my bills, I can pay my rent, I can buy my own groceries, I can provide for my family. How is it that this person, Foodie Beauty, who makes more than I do, why is she so hard up? Why does she need my money when I work hard for my money? How can I go the distance and support my life, and yet she's got more freedom than I do and more money than I do, and yet she can't afford her life? If I can be a person and if I can afford something, I can just go without it. Why can't she do the same? Maybe you guys out there might have those thoughts at some point.
Give me a second, guys. Hey, Maxine. Yeah, I think every creator pushes some kind of, you know, their merch or super chats or whatever.
No, 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 you're doing the whataboutisms. What about everybody else? They do it. I don't push on people to give me super chats or super stickers or super thanks or anything. They do it if they want to do it. But I don't come on camera begging for people to do it. That's horrible. I don't even push the memberships. Like, become a member of my channel. I don't do that. I don't. When I do my tarot streams, I go, if you want to subscribe to me, if you want to give me a thumbs up, thank you. If not, that's okay. Do what you want to do. Don't I always say that during my live streams, y'all? I let people do what they want to do, but she is trying to push things in a certain direction for profitable gain.
Memberships, you know, it's, and if you want to donate, if you want to join, if you want to give, you will. If you won't, if you don't, you won't. There's no obligation, you know. So, hey, Samantha, it's a job.
You suck at your job. If you have this job and you're already getting paid and you're begging at your job, you suck at your job and you need to be fired. You're already making enough money, Foodie. Enough. You should be making enough just on YouTube where you can pay your bills, pay your rent, buy your groceries. You don't need anything else. You really, really don't. It's no one's responsibility to feed your food addiction, to keep it going, to make it grow even more. It is, no one should do that. And I mean, no one.
My face. Okay, so I have a funny picture to show you. Hold on a sec. You guys are gonna just freak right out. Where is it? Let's see. This is Buster with the Easter Bunny. Hey, Zach. Everyone on YouTube does it.
See, this is crazy. Look at this comment from Judy, saying, I would give anything if I had some money to send you because it's obvious that you are financially having a hard time right now. Maybe I will be able to later. Judy, she's making enough money. She's making enough money. This is what I hate about Foodie. She's making more money than her subs. She's making more money than her Beezers. She's got enough. She's putting out this vibe of, I'm broke or I need money. She's got money. She's purposely doing this I'm broke thing because she wants other people to pay for the things she doesn't want to pay for that she could pay for, so she doesn't have to spend her own money on stuff. She's acting like a bit of a miser, but that is wild to me, Judy. I would give anything if I had some money, which means you don't have enough money. You have to conserve your own money. But the money that you have, you would give to Chantal when she's got more than you. Save it for yourself. If this woman is making $4,000, $5,000 plus a month on YouTube, and she's doing the Foodie request on the side, and Cameo, and 2 merch stores, she's making enough. She's making more than enough. She just doesn't want to spend it on the necessities of life. She wants to spend her money on the luxuries of life. And every one of us, there may be things that we want, but if we can't afford it, we can't afford it. It has to wait till later, and that's fine. You buy it when you can afford it. You have to learn to budget your money, to spend your money correctly. If you're spending it incorrectly, that's when you get yourself in a hole and you got to get yourself out. But maybe if you get in a hole, it teaches you to be more financially responsible. She's not financially responsible. She spends all of her money and then she goes to other people saying, oops, I overspent. I'm broke now. Since I was irresponsible, it's your responsibility to take care of me. No, it isn't. You are not a child, Foodie. You are a 41-year-old woman. You are not entitled to other people's income and other people's money. Do you understand? You're making enough on YouTube. Be smarter with what you get.
Hey, Julie Jill. Oh, they watched Bogey 2998. Yeah, Local Universe does it a lot. They always put super chat goals. I would give anything if I had some money to send you because it's obviously.
She just told on herself. So let's think back. She mentioned that she watches Lisa Richards a lot. And Lisa Richards is a hardcore beggar. Maybe that's why she's grifting so hard now on her channel. Watching people like Lisa Richards grifting people for money and sometimes getting it. And now she just said she watches Locale Live and they do super chat goals. Boom. What is she doing now? Super chat goals. So she's looking all around YouTube, looking for different things she can put on her channel to grift money and get more money out of people. Okay, I see what you're doing, Foodie.
That you're financially having a hard time. That's what everyone's gonna think. No, it's not that we have any financial difference than before. It's just.
Then if that's the case, don't ask for people's money, Foodie, because times are hard out there. They are very, very hard. I know that you've been living in La La Land because you've been on YouTube for 8 years and it's been almost 10 years since you've had a real job. Maybe you've forgotten the experience. Maybe you've forgotten the paychecks from a real job, but it's hard out there. The cost of everything is rising. Just getting groceries is expensive. And that's not even counting, like, say, car insurance, car repairs, gas. The cost of gas is stupid. Rent. All these things that people got to pay for. People are getting very little money, and there's too much month at the end of the money. Too much that has to go out the door. But are you considering that when it comes to your subs? No. Because you're thinking in terms of your income and what you do. You don't think about what other people do and how much they're making. And here you are making a merch store with merch so expensive you can't even afford it. Or if you could, you're not buying it. You're not buying your own merch. Imagine you making more money than everybody in this chat room, and you're saying it's too expensive for me. But you want people who make less than you to buy your merch? Huh? It's hard out there, like I said. People got to worry about the necessities in life, and they don't have much left for luxuries. And yet you're telling people, give me all your money.
Just that we have different goals now. Like we're trying to save a lot of money. Like I explained it all in my most recent video. Yeah, I have PayPal, Andre Marie. Bay, are you hold on. I don't know what it is. How do I pin my PayPal? Hold on a sec. It's not, yeah, it's exactly like, do you know what I mean? Like if
No.
you guys knew what we had going on, you would understand.
What? Then you know what? If you're going to ask for people's money, explain the reason why. If you have the big fupa balls to ask for people's money, people who work hard, then you should say why you need the money and be clear about it. Be clear. What do you need the money for? Is it an emergency? What do you need the money for?
But it's you know, I'm looking for it so I can pin it. Somebody's watching me. Okay, now how do I pin this? Hey.
You know, forgive me, y'all, but if some stranger on the internet that I did not know, I've never talked to, we're not personal, walked up to me and said, I need money, you bet your butt I would say, well, why exactly do you need it? And if they gave me attitude, I wouldn't give it. But I would say, like, you're walking up to me and you're sticking out your hand and you want my money, then you tell me why. And be clear about it. What do you need the money for? Where is it going to go? Since you need something and you're asking it from me, what do you need the money for? She's not being clear about why she needs the money.
No. Pin. There you go. If you want us to give to my poor ass. Like, okay. It looks like you're asking for money. No, I have enough money to buy. I have a lot of groceries, so I have enough money to buy food.
So she's got food.
But that's why I'm buying food, because, like, if let's say somebody wants to see me go to, like, Cheesecake Factory, like that one time. Like,
let's review about the fan sponsorships. So somebody out there paid for a visit to Azteca. She complained the entire time. She even went to Cheesecake Factory. She got sick at the Cheesecake Factory. So it seems like her little outings never end up being happy. So why should anybody pay for more?
I'm not about to go there and spend all kinds of money there, especially right now.
You're not spending all kinds of money. You're getting the money already through your YouTube paycheck, through the Google AdSense. By watching your videos, just watching the videos, you're making money. You make money from the ads that you place on your videos. And you, from what I understand of the complaints of your subs, you load up your lives and your videos full of ads everywhere, ads all day. So you're already getting paid. I don't know how much you make per video or per live, Foodie. That's not my business. It's not my concern. But you get paid. They're already paying you by watching your garbage content and watching all those doggone ads. So they're already paying for the meal.
Like with the goals we have. So they, you know what I mean? So if they want to donate, I'll go. And same thing with like $8 coffees every day. Like there's
You know what? If coffee out is too expensive, stay home and make a cup of coffee. Make some content out of it. If you like certain drinks that say Starbucks, learn to make them at home for much cheaper. And yes, you can do that, y'all. You can go all over YouTube if you like Starbucks, but you don't like the price of Starbucks, and that's understandable. Or if you don't want to support Starbucks, whatever coffee drink you like from Starbucks, I guarantee you, you can go on YouTube right now and do a search under a recipe, how to make that drink, and you can make it at home. What are the materials you need to make some coffee? Ice, maybe some whipped cream and some chocolate drizzle or something, maybe some oat milk, whatever. You can buy all that stuff and have it right there. And instead of going all the way to Starbucks and wasting your gas and paying the extra price, you can make it at home for practically nothing. Save yourself a bunch of money and get your Starbucks fix all at the same time.
that's just like, you know, like we're penny pinching for good reason, you know.
What is the reason?
No,
What is the reason? Say the reason.
you're advertising a service, not e-begging. Yeah, exactly. Like you're getting something out of it. I'm not asking for money for bills. Like we have our bills, food, everything paid. These are like extra.
Bam. So she's not hurting. She just said, my place is paid for. I got enough food. Everything is all right. So she's not hurting. This is not an emergency. This is not a case of somebody who doesn't have any food, can't pay their rent. They're about to be evicted. They need food in the house because they're starving. That is not this. So just by saying that, Foodie, you're in a better position than most people. Maybe you're in a better position than some of the people in your audience, that they're just praying that they make their rent at the end of the month, that they have enough to buy groceries, that when they go to the grocery store, they can get more than one sack of groceries, that their bills are taken care of. They're not going to be late with their bills. All your basic necessities are paid for. You just said it. So basically, you want luxury money. You don't need luxury money.
Extra things. If you want some kind of entertainment, or if you want to support my channel, if you want to support me,
They already support your channel by watching your garbage content. Next.
that's it. I'm not like gonna be begging for things. I'm not gonna come on here and be like, I need to pay rent.
There is a way to beg without looking like you're begging. And professional grifters know how to do it. They know how to do it. Let me give you an example. Someone who wants to grift you, scam you, get something out of you. Maybe someone that you know. If they want something from you, but they don't want to outright ask you for said thing, they get on the phone with you. Hello. And they say hi to you. And of course, the person on the line says, well, how are you doing? Then the grifter does the lead-in line of, I'm not doing so good. I might be getting evicted, and I need X amount of dollars to get my rent paid, and I don't know what I'm going to do, like the dramatic start. They're throwing their problems at you with the tears, perhaps, with the whole theatrical performance. And if you are a caring person, you might say, well, I feel bad for you. Here, let me give you some money to help with that. Oh, thank you very much. See, that's a professional grift. They didn't outright ask you. And there wasn't a setup of, can you loan me some money and I'll pay you right back? No, you're gifting them the money so they don't have to pay it back. And trust me, they're not going to give it back. They're begging without asking. That's another form of grifting. I'm going to put it out there and see what comes of it. Foodie knows how to do this. I'm sure she knows how to do this. She's very good at it. I'm going to put it out there and just see what comes of it. Just see what comes of it. And there are suckers in the audience that'll fall for it each and every time.
Friend, can you give me $100? You know, these are just for like extras that right now, like, you know what I mean? No, I can, but Ruins of Coolness, like, I can refuse, right? So I can refuse a request. Like, if somebody wants me to eat like a box of donuts, like, I can just refund them. I'm poor, basically, no shame in it. It's just the way life is. There's no shame in being poor either. Yeah, like, we're not.
You know, in all the time that I've watched Foodie Beauty, I have never seen her give back. Not once. Never once has she done a giveaway or anything like that. I mean, she could easily give back. She could go on Amazon and buy a gift card for, say, $50 or $100 or $25 or something and send it to one of her VIPs. A gift card for a restaurant. Hey, so-and-so, you've been such a great VIP for so long. Here, let me buy you dinner. Or here's a gift card for Amazon or Postmates or something. Go buy yourself some groceries. Groceries for the week on me. Never done it.
Rich. Like, I'm not going to come on here and be, you know, like, who cares what they say? We love you. Exactly. Thank you, Becca. Hey, Zeke.
And another thing I want to point out, as far as luxuries go, she's already got luxuries. Because let me tell you something, smoking is a luxury. It is. It's not a necessity. I know a lot of smokers out there are going to go, what are you talking about, Rose? I need my nicotine. Yeah, I get it. I'm a smoker too. But it's not life-threatening. If she wanted to save money, she can cut down on the shisha, couldn't she? Because she smokes it a lot. That is a luxury. That's a luxury. It is.
I hope you two are moving to Canada because the shark attacks out here have been insane. Shark attacks? Buster Look at Buster. I don't know how he didn't attack the Easter Bunny. Yeah, Seraphin, exactly. This is like my job, you know?
And you suck at it.
Like, and there's nothing else I would want to do. Like,
of course not. Of course not. Of course there's nothing else you'd rather do. I mean, you get on YouTube, you make a bunch of money, and you don't really work for it. You're not at a laborious job where you have to clock in and clock out. You don't have to leave the house early every morning and battle morning traffic. And then again, when the job is over, battle evening traffic. You have set lunch breaks where you have to shove the food into your maw within 30 minutes or less and then go back to work or deal with a boss who may not be pleasant. You ain't got to deal with all that. You just got to get on YouTube and do a live stream for an hour or two or post a video, which might take maybe 15 minutes. It's easy. You like it because it's easy and it makes you a lot of money. I'm sure there's nothing else in the world you'd rather do.
you know? Because, yeah, I get to, like, I don't know. I get to be my own boss. I get to hang out with you guys, you know? I'm rich in many ways. Exactly. Teardrop. Right.
Caribou says, Chantal, does AdSense pay much? Sorry if that's forward, but I've noticed many creators saying it's not much. No, it ain't much. It is not much at all. It pays more than TikTok. I will say that. I've seen what TikTok pays per 1,000 views. And, YouTube is much better, but they don't pay a lot of money.
You can use pics for live stream instead of your face. Teach me. Salah sets this up for me. Sam Tefler spends 30 minutes every stream hawking merch, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, you have to do what you know, you got to do what you got to do. And if I'm not here begging for people to, we're fine, like, with our bills, everything. It's just, yeah, I mean, I got to make money too, right?
You do make money. The problem is you make too much money and you spend it on all the wrong things. And it's no one's responsibility to compensate you for your stupidity or to make up for your stupidity. There's nobody else in life that can say, I just want to be stupid with my money. I want to spend it on luxuries and food and whatever else. And then I can come back to a group of people and say, give me more because I'm just that stupid. Allow me to be stupid. No one else has that ability, Foodie. You shouldn't have it either.
There's a lot of people that, make a lot more views and money off of my content. So, I gotta like beg a little bit, all right?
Do you know why they make more money off your content? Because they put more work into it. They put more effort into your content than you do. We've had this discussion before. You're over on your channel, you may get big mad because you may look around at other channels that are doing much better off your content than you. And you may say to yourself, that's not fair. I make the content, I should make the most money. But yet, you are the one that, even though you're making your content, you put in the least amount of effort, thought, and work. Hence the reason why you make the lowest amount versus the highest amount. You don't try to entertain people. You don't try to make people laugh. You don't bring any positive energy into what you do. All you care about is getting on YouTube and using your platform to cater to a certain niche group that their only goal is to be there to get their fetish satisfied and to encourage you to do content that satisfies their desire. And their desire is to watch you eat. Anywhere else, if they went on, say, an adult site like OnlyHands or somewhere else, they would have to pay a membership to see somebody else's content or get access to a certain creator. They would have to take extra steps, but they can just come on YouTube and see you do it practically for free. And so they do see it for free because you allow them to. You may try to pull some of them around the corner and down the block to do private content, but you're giving up a lot of stuff for free, and they really appreciate that. And they encourage more of the same. So you, instead of catering to an entire audience of people, you're catering to niche groups, fetish groups. You are a fetish model, Foodie. There's no other way to say it. You are catering to fetish people, adult fetish people on YouTube. And since you are deadlocked on catering to those people, you're ignoring a big chunk of your audience. You don't care how they feel. You don't care if they're entertained. You just care if they give you money. That's why you don't do so well.
Keep doing the right thing. Thank you, Mama Moon. I
Ready,
appreciate
set,
that.
bees.
YouTube is entrepreneurial. Oh, I hear the ready, set, bees. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's the part that people were telling you earlier. You need to turn the volume of that stupid thing down. It's way too loud.
Gosh. Member for 10 months. Very important. Bees are Scapegoat. Foodie Beauty's #1 beauty bite. Thank you, Scapegoat. Ready, set, bee. Bees. Yeah, that's my mom's dog. Oh, sorry for the notification. Yeah, whenever you guys see a notification, like an alert come up, just put the volume down because I don't know. Okay, so, by the way,
why don't you turn it down? You can turn it down.
just gonna show you a couple of little. This is
Crap merch. I said it. Crap merch and lazy. That is so lazy. That's not even pretty. It's so basic. I've seen better designs on a merch in a dollar store. Straight up. That's just, what is this? Just text, couple of flowers. You guys saw, I went on Canva right in front of you for one React. And I made a design right there on Canva. Didn't take me too long, and it was nicer than that crap right there. And I wasn't even designing for her. I was just showing you just how easy it is to put a design together. That's a bunch of crap right there. Boo.
Some of the mixed merch we have. It's some of the merch I do have. Where is it? Yeah. Hey. Not saving for your future. Just being completely irresponsible, buying things you don't need, and it just adds up and you have a box mountain. You're going to have to pay for that later in life.
Wait. Stop. Is she actually giving financial advice on the same stream that she's begging? Is that actually happening?
You're going to have to pay for that later in life. And that time is now for me. So
yeah. And again, it's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault that during Crackhead Olympics, this woman was making just for a few months at least, $20,000, $30,000 a month paychecks. Can you imagine bringing home 20 grand, 30 grand for like, say, 3 months? That's $90,000 or between 60 to 90 grand in 3 months. 3 months. Yeah, she did that. When she and Nads were going back and forth, she was bringing home just that much. You want to know why? Because she was constantly live streaming. I'm seriously saying, like, constantly live streaming. She gave us no rest. We reactors were tired from 8 o'clock in the morning until midnight every day, streaming 8 to 12 hours a day. And that's not even counting the dirty deleted streams she would do late at night that we'd have to catch. She was playing tag with all of us. We couldn't do a doggone thing trying to keep up with her. But she was constantly streaming, and they were interesting. She was unpredictable. We didn't know what she was going to do next, where she was going to pop up, what was going to happen. That's why people tuned in, because it was interesting. It wasn't the same old every day. There were a lot of rages in there. There was a lot of interest. Girl World was popping off at that time. That's why she was bringing in that money. And then it was over. And then her paychecks kept dropping. And here we are. Here we are. All the debt that she's got with the Canadian government, she could have paid that off in just a few months with some of them paychecks. She would have no debt with the government if she had just put the money in the right place. But she chose to just waste all the money away on food, on Amazon deliveries, on stupid stuff. All gone. All gone. All of it. Done.
I'm taking advantage of the fact that I have a life partner who's, got pretty much the bills here covered, and then I can focus on, basically just getting down those debts. I'm paying a high amount of debt on my debts every month to get them paid off, and I'm sacrificing little things in life that.
Does anybody feel sorry for her that she's got those debts? Why doesn't anybody in the chat ask the question, why do you have those debts to begin with, Foodie? If nobody in the chat wants to ask the question, I'll give the answer: because she didn't pay her taxes. All that time she was making all that money, she didn't pay her taxes. That's why she got those debts. That's how she got into the bankruptcies. Those debts. not paying her freaking taxes, and it caught up with her. Could have paid them all off, could have not had them at all. She wouldn't have had a second bankruptcy or even a first bankruptcy. She did not pay her taxes.
Add up. Like, honestly, 2 KD a day, that's $8 a day. That's almost $300 a month. That could be, it doesn't seem like a lot, but those little things add up, So
Cry me a river, Foodie. You forget that you are broadcasting to, say, ordinary folk. They're watching their money. They're very aware of what they spend on bills, on groceries, on rent. They're counting every penny. They live paycheck to paycheck. Cry me a river. You're making more than everybody, and you're trying to educate us about budgeting and watching our money and being careful with it. Are you serious?
those things right now, at least for a few months, I just have to be really careful, cook at home.
You should anyway. You don't need all that fast food. Cook at home.
They don't have I don't know if they have lottery here. I don't think so. Hey, Melly. Hi. Roxanne, Pam, Jilly Jill. Hi, guys. Nina, do you have anything in savings? Well,
No,
I
no, she doesn't.
didn't for the longest time. And yes, that's changed,
Okay, another confession. So earlier she told us, my rent is fine. I got enough to pay my rent. I have enough to pay my bills. I'm okay with groceries. I'm okay to the point where I've got savings. A lot of people don't have savings. So she's doing enough okay where she's got savings. Therefore, she doesn't need anybody's money. She doesn't need it.
Yeah. It's a lot more than me, but it's for our future, so. But I don't have too much to my name, Nina. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Salah has.
And it's not our problem, and it's not our fault that you don't have too much to your name. My sympathy bone for you, Chantal, is non-existent. I was there during Crockett Olympics, and I saw the money that you were spending and what you spent it on. How stupid you were with money, ordering takeout 4 or 5 times a day. The box mountains, all the stuff you're buying from Amazon, the torrid hauls, the ridiculous amounts of makeup and Lush products. You were spending money like it was going out of style, paying somebody $500 to break down boxes in your house and take them away when you could have done that for free. Like, money wasn't a thing to you then. It's a thing to you now.
Has more than me because, he's always been a lot more responsible, has no debt whatsoever. But yeah.
And that's another thing. If I were a 41-year-old woman trying to act like a sugar mama to a 30-something-year-old man, and even though I'm older than the younger man, and the younger man is more responsible than me, I'd feel a bit embarrassed.
Hey, Pam. That's what I'm trying to work on, is saving money. Saving. Even if you just save, a few bucks a day, $10 a day, $15 a day, something like that. When you see it adding up in your savings, you start to feel really good about yourself, so.
You shouldn't feel good about yourself, and I'll tell you why. Because essentially what you're telling your beezers is, the money that I'm saving really isn't my money. It's your money. I want to keep all my money, and I want to take all of your money at the same time. You're saving money by grifting, by scamming people, by lying. How can you feel good about that?
How long until you're debt free? Oh boy. Well, I do see a light at the end of the tunnel, so yeah, I'm paying off, like, I'm doing one debt at a time. One huge debt should be paid off, like, in the next few months, so.
I don't believe that. Because yes, she had her bankruptcy, and yes, she's paying on that. But what about the taxes for, say, this year or last year? Like, she's still got to pay on that too, right? When did she get started on that?
How long until, yeah. Script go, hey, Truth Fairy. Yeah, no, gambling is haram. So I don't think there's any form of gambling here. People get arrested.
So Zoe says, you said you'll be debt free in a few months. Well, rule number one, Chantal lies. She lies. She's told you guys that she'd be debt free in a few months. I guess not. I guess not. Huh.
Don't answer these questions about your savings. Debt free, yeah, in a few months. Well, not totally, but with a major debt, yes, Zoe. Oh boy, there's a battle of the emoticons going on. Thanks for the hearts, guys. You lost 2 more pounds, Millie. Congrats. I don't know, Swag Dad.
And take a look at the views. So this live stream was done 7 hours ago. Only 5,782 views out of a channel with 106,000 subscribers and only 96 thumbs up. Out of over 5,000 views. That's not good numbers.
Daddy, I'm just anxious as hell. Hey, Hidden Sapphire. Thanks, Teardrop. Yeah, I am, Parker. Anyone take melatonin? Does it make you drowsy? Like, does it relax you?
Yes.
Of yours. Yeah. Thomas, hello. No. Yeah, it helps you sleep, but like, does it make you feel drowsy or just like sleepy, or what does it make you feel like? I'm raw dogging life right now, man.
Maybe you need to. Maybe that's the problem. That you're not raw dogging life and you're asking your viewers to keep you in a medicated state, an addicted state to where you don't raw dog life. Did you ever make the correlation, Foodie, that maybe because you're not raw dogging life that you led to all these problems?
It makes you have bad dreams, Zach? Doesn't work for you? And it's expensive here. Awesome, Melly. Awesome. Good for you. I've never tried it. My daughter gave it to her kids at night. Oh, okay. Kids can take it. Probably doesn't work. I'm just joking. Coffee doesn't make me awake either, really. Relaxed and slightly drowsy. Man, you have bad dreams too, Melly? It's a natural hormone. Did you watch? Oh my gosh. I wish you could get some good rest. Really, Scriptgoat? Breathing issues. Uh-oh. You had good sleep at the sleep clinic?
Okay, she's getting a bit boring. We're jumping ahead. What do we got here?
So...
And every time she comes online, she's tired, she has no energy, and she yawns. And yet, isn't it weird? At certain time periods, she's hyper. So where's the hyper coming from?
No. I'd probably be all right. No, not South America. I don't want to go anywhere where there's a cartel. I'm scared. I don't know. I know it's like not everywhere, but it's great though. Ryan, what? Costco, coldest and cheapest. Oh, that's not far.
So here are people suggesting for places, I guess, for her to go. This is her dreaming out loud, giving the subbies hope that she might go somewhere and do something. Better watch it, Stubbies. Next thing you know, she'll be doing a GoFundMe or setting up something to where she'll have you pay for the trip too,
Hell,
for the plane tickets and all that.
we're on the border with Saudi Arabia too.
I mean, if she's coming to you already and saying, if you want me to eat certain meals, you got to pay for it. If you want her to go and travel like she said she wants to go, then she's going to say, well, if you want me to go somewhere, you're going to have to pay for the plane tickets. You're going to have to pay for the hotel accommodations and the food and for me to go out. Trust me, it's coming.
Cherry bees. And we were supposed to get our passports right before they shut everything down for COVID. Shut down travel. So I had to wait to get my passport. It was so annoying. Hello. We love Napa. I've never been to, obviously, to California. I've never been to the West Coast in North America at all. I have so much to travel in Canada. Like, I want to go to the Yukon and stuff.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Foodie, you're weird. You talk about traveling all the time and all the places you want to go. But yet you don't necessarily want to travel. You don't want to see anything. You don't want to explore. You don't want to walk around. You just want to get to that location and say, see, I've traveled to said location. You get a hotel room and you shack up in the hotel room until it's time to go back to the airport. That is not true traveling. Going from one location to the next is not like the experience of travel. You're not getting out and experiencing the culture or the people or the food and like the newness of a new place. You're just getting on an airplane and going from point A to point B.
I want to go I want to go like give major wedgies to the people who club seals.
What? What in the
I
world?
haven't met anyone there yet. You should fly at least once. I said at the airport because you were with me. It was so nice, and you got to sit beside me on the plane. Remember the first plane we took? The music at the beginning. You were freaking out. You're like, "This freaking music!" Jeez. I'm a life coach, a financial advisor. Hey, you know what? Cutie's loan shark. I'm not. I'd say that I can at least advise people to my personal experience, and I've been very financially irresponsible. So if I can, pass down that experience to other people and warn them not to do what I did, yeah, I guess that does make me,
I will agree with that, Foodie. You are a cautionary tale. You're a walking, talking, breathing cautionary tale for everybody. You're a cautionary tale of this is what your life could be if you don't care about your health at all. And you decide to trade your health in exchange for money. Just make it for sale. And you get a bunch of money and you spend it the wrong way. You're a walking cautionary tale of why it's important to be responsible, to have boundaries, to know who you are, to live right. Like, what happens if you don't? This is what you could be. This is who you could be. Living life carelessly, recklessly, without thought. This is how you could turn out. A walking cautionary tale.
somewhat experienced to give some kind of advice. I usually just hop on here and just chat, but hey, Mary Jane, I love chatting.
Yeah, you know why? Because at the same time she's chatting, Google ads playing all over the place on her live. She's making money for talking. It doesn't have to be interesting talk or positive talk or intriguing talk. She could just turn her live stream on and the ads start rolling and she's making money just for opening her mouth.
ECN was just on a TikTok live. Oh, he's on TikTok? We should jam. I play bass. Hey! We could make a band. Hey, Serena. Just no hijab today. I'm in bed having anxiety. Amber is there too? No way. Damn it, Chantal. Chantal, I will panel up, but it'll be my husband instead of me. We need some of your husband's stories. Damn it, his hyper zoomies. I want to be train wreck on.
So I guess she's talking about doing a panel. That'll never happen. Want to know why? Because StreamYard doesn't have filters, or not the filters she likes. And can you imagine Foodie Beauty doing a panel? She doesn't know how to do one. I don't think she's ever done one. She's not a good panel host. She wouldn't know how to keep the conversation going or moderate her chat and the panel at the same time. It would just be a train wreck every which way.
On Foodie Beauty channel. Crazy frog with bass. You know I won't do you dirty. Mary Jane, I've actually been hanging out with you all day. Oh, I wish. I've had this bottle and I don't even take it. And I was thinking, yeah, you know how many people would friggin' love your bottle of prescription meds right now? She's seriously like old. You're right, Scapegoat. Old people, they just have medicine cabinets full of drugs and they don't abuse them usually. Oh, you own that you've wasted money. Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. And for those that are wondering how much money she's wasted, the number cannot be counted. We're talking into the several thousand. That's how much she's wasted.
Yep.
Like, seriously, if she didn't have her food addiction, if she didn't let her food addiction get way on top of her, or she didn't spend so much money on Salah, on Nads, no joke, no exaggeration, she could have had her own house right now, a decent car, invested money in maybe a business or something, invested the money somewhere, had enough money in savings to sit on it for a while and go travel and do her thing, had enough money to improve her health. She could have like great health right now. But that opportunity came and went. That boat came into the dock and she did not get on.
A lot.
Yeah.
Do I regret it? Yes.
And you know why she regrets it? Because at that time, she was just under the mental impression that the money will always be this way. It'll always be there. So why save? Why put it away? Why be prudent with your money? Like the money was just flowing in and flowing in and flowing in. It just kept coming and coming. And she's just like, I'm just going to take it and go wild. And she did. She had herself a good time. She did what she wanted to do. She bought the food that she wanted to eat. She bought the party favors that she wanted to consume and have a good time on. She spent it on nonsense. She had a good time on everybody else's dime. But all parties come to an end, don't they? They sure do. And the party came to an end. The money just dropped off. Just, you had a good time with the money you had, Foodie. And it's over now. And you're just going to have to accept that. And no matter what you do, you're not going to get that kind of money back ever. It's gone. It's been spent. It's over. It's over. The times they are changing.
I'm trying to get my mom to take good drugs for years. Yeah. I tried to get her to do like marijuana because, you know, but she never wanted to. Yeah. I was thinking about something. This might seem dark for some people, but I just recently remembered something that happened when my grandma was dying. Like she was still conscious, but she was like, you know.
Chantal, if you had any respect for your grandmother, you wouldn't bring her up on stream, especially this way. Why don't you just let your grandma rest in peace? Be respectful of grandma.
She started seeing shit. Like,
Why do people need to know that? Chantal, I've had a grandmother. I had a grandfather. I had 2 sets of grandparents. One set of grandparents and one set of great-grandparents. And I would never, ever get on live stream or anywhere and disrespect members of my family by talking about anything going on with them personally. That's not right and that's not fair. Like, you're talking about your grandma this way. Why? You are such a disrespectful granddaughter.
and I hear like people that see things right when they're near death, and they always see like somebody in the room with them, and I'm thinking like, what if that's like the angel of death? Or I don't know, because she kept saying that there was a man in the corner of the room, and we would have to be like, there's nobody there, and I just remembered that, and like,
This feels like a private thing, so we're skipping ahead. You really shouldn't be talking about this on live stream, Foodie.
creepy to think about. Yikes. But yeah, it's I don't know. Ninja Turtle bees. Ninja Turtle bees. Really, Cherry Blossom? Anyways. What else?
Okay, so this is like a 2-hour and 14-minute stream. We're at an hour and 11 minutes. Is it me, or am I picking up this vibe of she's run out of things to say? She's just dragging this out because she wants more ads on the live stream. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like, I don't know what to say now. I've got to make this live stream 2+ hours so I can get more ads because I need more money.
Nothing, I guess. Just stuff. Never tried. Oh yeah, pressure therapy. No thanks. It's like NyQuil. They have something called Exelin syrup. The nervous system. I don't know, Lorraine.
Okay, you know what? I'm making an executive decision. Could I go on? Could I react to this nonsense anymore? Yeah, I could. Do I want to? No. Because I'm feeling her energy. Chantal, I don't know what you're taking these days, but it's telling on you. You start off the stream with energy, you're hyper, and then like an hour into whatever it is you're doing, it peters off. And you start yawning and you lose energy. Whatever it is that you're taking, it doesn't last that long. And it's noticeable. So you're starting to peter off, so I'm out. I just wanted the meat and potatoes, and that's all we need. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other, and please enjoy the weekend. Bye.